Hello, my stamping friends. It's Marilyn here, coming to you from Spruce Grove, Alberta, Canada. Stamping Creations with Marilyn, as you can see by the bottom logo. And I am here today to share a card with you again on this Thursday evening, and we are on August the 11th. I can't believe that August is moving by so quickly again. Isn't that something? That, I don't know where our days go. Or whatever. But anyway, I spent the day crafting today. I did have the Christmas card class for August was today. So, pardon me, that was a great time. And onward now to the monthly card class for next week. So, as you're coming on, please let me know where you're watching from. And I am broadcasting to my Facebook page, my business page, my VIP group, which if you're in that one and you have not already, please click on the link that StreamYard allows StreamYard to show your name so I can see your name in the comments when I'm looking at them. And I'm also broadcasting to YouTube. So hopefully wherever you're watching from, please leave a comment. I do look at them all afterwards. And I have made a list again for this evening in my wheel of names. Pardon me. And I do a draw for a card to mail a card to you, no matter where you comment or how you comment, as long as you comment. So it's a great community. Love having you here. If you're new, I do come on every Thursday night, and barring anything unforeseen, and love to share a card with you. If you have anything in particular you'd like to see, please let me know. I have a whole box full of fun folds here that I love to work with. Plus, I'm always looking for new ideas. So I enjoy sharing with you. So let me know what's happening in your part of the world and how you're doing today. So I'll just go through my spiel as to what happens here. I do have, as I said, 12 months of Christmas cards we're doing the second Thursday of each month. And those of us who are doing it, I am really pleased. I actually had to get a second container to hold my Christmas cards today. So I think I'm going to be ready. Plus, I am going to have 3 Stamp-A-Stacks for Christmas in October, November that will help. Again, we make 10 in each of those. So that'll be another 30 cards that I'll have. So I'm ahead of the game, loving it. I also have a monthly card class, third Wednesday of the month. Anyone in Canada is welcome to join that. As long as I get notification early enough, I can send a kit to you wherever you are. So that would be great to have you join us. And Fridays, tomorrow, we have Zoom with Friends class. And again, this one is open to anyone because you are using your own products. I don't send out kits for this. And I do send an email Thursday mornings so that you can come and join us and just have a lot of fun. We have so much fun, so much laughter, and just a great community that we're building there. So I thank you all for that. So now, before I turn the camera onto my desktop, I am going to, see it says desktop on both of them. Oh well. Anyway, this is not the desktop. This is me talking. So I'm going to switch over to the desktop. And my question for you tonight is, I was doing some cleaning today in my space here, trying to organize because I like to be organized. And sometimes it's just not that way, especially right after a class. But I was looking at papers and colors, and I'd like to know, what is your favorite Stampin' Up! Color currently? The one that's current, not any of the long ago past ones. I know we all have some favorites there, but let me know what your favorite one is now. And this is my desktop. So you can see my Sale-A-Bration, and I'm just going to flip over to the comments here and see if there's anything I need to, I see Kathleen, Gail, Karen, Tracy, Gail, Linda, Betty, Tracy. Good job. Thank you. And I can see all your names. So whatever you're doing it great. Keep it up. Love it, love it, love it. Thank you. So as always, I start out with what's available. We have Sale-A-Bration. And I didn't check today, and I know a number of you on here are demonstrators. So if you know of something that has been depleted, let me know. Otherwise, all I know that's gone so far are the cards and envelopes here and the tree dies. think everything else is still available. And of course, as always, the join kit is wonderful at any time of the year, but especially during Sale-A-Bration. You get this whole Making Plans collection as a free gift from Stampin' Up! If you join during August. And I'd love to have you on the team. So please reach out if you have questions, and otherwise, find my link and join my team. I'd love to have you there. And Stampin' Up! Recently introduced more to celebrate, and these items are all out of current catalogs, whether the mini or the annual. So another great, a great idea for them, for us, is that we can get these if we've already got everything out of the brochure. So things like this, like the dots and spots dies for regular $44. If you spend $120, you can get that as a free gift. The only stipulation is that you do have to use the numbers off of here. So just be aware of that. They are all in the Stampin' Up! Website. If you're placing an order, you'll see them there. So mini catalog, great, great, great projects. I haven't, no, tonight I'm using one of the Sale-A-Bration sets, as you probably saw in the video. And also, just remembered, I did put the dimensions in there for what I'm using. Let me know if you're going to be crafting with me. And we use 3. This is the set that I'm going to use today. I just love the sketch look of them. I do have some samples to show you at the end. And one of them I did try coloring with markers, not blends, because I was using one of our ink pads rather than Memento, and not impressed with it, but that's just me and coloring. I'm not really a great person, great colorer. Is that a word? A colorer? So the annual catalog, of course, is full of great ideas as well. And I will be going back to doing lots more of those shortly. But I would like to show you the card. Nothing else. Just watching, just watching. Okay, just watching. Okay, if you do decide to make the card later, I really would appreciate you posting it in my VIP group. And if you're posting it on your own page, if you can tag me with it so that I can see it as well. I love how we can share that way. So I'd like to show you this. Now, I was disappointed in the picture, the one you saw when I first came on tonight, because this background looked really dark. It looked more like a gray almost, but it is Soft Succulent. So, and I used Very Vanilla with it, and I think it turned out great. So that's what I'm going to recreate for you. Starting out with our 8.5 by 5.5. Oh, you're going to make one, Bonnie. Thank you. So, as usual, Bonnie was in my class today, so she knows my routine. Is folded in half. I do score them if I remember, but I still find that it's great to take your layers and match up the corners and use your bone folder, because I think it's the paper that's out. I don't think it's me that's scoring them crooked. Wouldn't be, would it? So there is that. Then for my stamping, I did use a Stamparatus, and I like to put a case underneath it so it's laying quite level. I have die cut my focal point image with the stitched rectangles, and to do that, I basically just took a rectangle and thought, okay, yeah, this is about the right size. And then for the dark early espresso behind it, I use the next larger size. So they layer perfectly. And because I'm using the Stamparatus, I should be able to stamp straight and not have to worry about cutting it afterwards. So I've mounted my fox, I'm going to call him, And happy birthday from this set. I was looking for a small one that would fit underneath and still fit on my card front. And what I like to do is mount them and then hold it up and look. And I don't know how well I can show you this on here, but look and make sure that the lines on the grid lines on the plate are straight with my words. And that way, usually, everything comes out straight. So, hello, Diana. Good to see you. Heard recently today that you might have had some flooding where you are camping, so hopefully all is well. So I'm going to ink with early espresso, and even if I was using a stamp, I would probably ink it this way because it gets better coverage. If I was using a block, I am using a stamp. How silly. And, okay, there it is, as I say, somewhere. Just do my stamping. And I think he looks great. I love the sketchy? Well, you know what I mean. How it's a sketch drawing. And there's our stamping for that. I don't ever leave that in there. I usually take it out and I'll set it aside and clean it in a few minutes. And for my inside layer, what's happening here? I've got too many. Oh, that's okay. That's from this one. I am going to stamp inside with the same color of ink, but I'm using this You Are So Totally Awesome, because I think that can go for birthdays or whatever. And Karen, you love the sketchy stamps. Yeah, they're like I say, I was going to try, maybe I will here before we're done. Oh, okay, that's why we have two sides of paper. Quit shaking and straight down and straight up. Much better. Much better. Oh, don't do that. Then I want to use this out of the sketch set, and I'm just going to add a little bit of detail there, and again on my envelope. We've really, in my classes and with my gals on Friday Zoom and everything, lately we have really been trying to dress up our envelopes as well. So that's how quick and easy the stamping is. Then I need my layering piece here, and I need my, oh, there it is. Okay. This designer paper, I'm sure you recognize, is from He's the Man. And again, I copied this, whatever you want to call it, from Dawn Olchefske, D.O. Stamping. I'm sure you know who she is. And I didn't find any dimension or instructions with sizes on her website. So I, again, just eyeballed it. And I thought, okay, I think that's about the right size. So mine is 2.5 by 4 1/4 because I wanted the points to be right at the bottom. And I'm going to bring back my Stamparatus to put this together, because I've been finding, let me just put this away, boy, when you don't have that second layer of foam under here, boy, the magnets stick. So don't need that really. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cut my points in here. I'll show you how to do that. Then when I glue it on, I'm going to use this as a base to mount it up against, because I find there's no question then as to whether you're over the edge or not. So when I got this, I thought, okay, how am I going to do my flagged ends? I don't have a punch, which would be ideal. I don't have the dies, any kind of dies that do that. So, well, I could fold it in half and come up with a point. But instead, I did some measuring. So I know it's 2.5, so 1 1/4 is half. And hopefully Yeah, you should be able to see that. I put 1 1/4 there and drew a line. And then I, again, without knowing exactly, I decided 1/2 inch up was far enough. So I take my paper snips and cut it up to there, and then from each point, and it's just the same length as my paper snips. So it does work. And there is my flag. So now, again, I'm just going to use, running out of glue. And I have to tell you, and I'm sure Bonnie won't mind, today in class she said, ladies, I'm not using my glue that's almost out because you know it makes a lot of noise when I bang it on the counter. So, because if it's almost out, if you do this and bang it right on your desktop, you can get more out. And we all know that we seem to run out of glue, so it's nice to get the last drop. So there's my card with that mounted right up there. And please keep commenting to each other. And then I'm going to mount this here. I'm going to mount my inside piece. And basically, that's done. So you can see how without any coloring, making a card like this, you could do quite a number of them. I wouldn't, I know we're almost into Christmas mode with quantities, but I don't think I'd use this one for Christmas. Probably wouldn't anyway. Then I decided that I would use dimensionals on the back of this, and I'm using, do the rest of you do this? Use all your edges around. And I didn't see, did any of you put in there what your favorite color is with Stampin' Up? I didn't see that. I will go back and read all of the comments for sure. So please keep commenting, and commenting to each other is great too. Like I say, a great community that we've built, and hopefully we'll continue building. So there is my box. I'm going to put this on the inside. Always pumpkin. And I find, again, today we were talking about sitting or standing for our stamping. And we all agreed that we can stamp straighter and we can glue straighter if we're standing. But it really gets hard on the back. So there is our, whoops, that's not all. We need some glitzy. So on that one, I used these, and I don't remember what they're called. Well, I mean, I can tell you what they're called, brushed metallic adhesive back dots, but gold, copper, and brass, maybe. But I did like the brass colored ones, and because they're all the same size, I decided I would just put them kind of in the shape of an L. Like that, just to give it some detail. But okay, so there is our card. One of you will be winning that next week, because like I say, I do go back and look at all the names, and yes, hopefully they look the same. I didn't forget anything. This one looks a bit darker. I think I stamped it twice because I didn't have the head colored dark enough for my liking there. As I keep putting things away, and not away, but across the table, just want to show you my stitched rectangles. What I've done also for ease of use is I have gone over, made sticky notes of all the measurements. So if someone says, okay, how big is that? And that's where I came up with the measurements that are on the description of this video tonight. So now, questions, comments. Let me show you a few other things with that set. So I decided that a set of cards, and again, I saw this on somebody's post, and I was cleaning out, well, I said I was cleaning stuff today, cleaning out some of my drawers, and I found I had 3 of these. I didn't have 4. And really, when you look at the set, there's only 3 with a little bit of a dot set there. So I made 3 cards, a set of 3 cards. And after I did this one first and thought, okay, I'll use the happy anniversary, which is from here. Actually, the happy birthday is from there as well. And then after I got it done, I thought, well, that was kind of silly. I should have had the happy anniversary where the 2 ducks were, but I think it's okay. And I thought those would make great, like a great set of cards for a gift. What do you think? Then I went to my card that I, and again, copied this, cased this from someone that I colored. And I used the parakeet party. I used a little bit different color on the 2 different female ducks. And then I added some Wink of Stella on the mallard and the twine from the parakeet party. And I used that, putting it away, I used this image again to make a background with it. And I thought, hello, Carmen. Good to see you again. All the way from Chicago. Think of you often. And so that's those. That's the gift ones. Oh, and the other thing that I used on here, and I haven't used it enough, is this die. And my only word of caution on that one is make sure you put this cutting edge in the right place, because the first one I cut the wrong way. But it's from the Blossoming Happiness, which is the pansies set sort of thing. Then I went to another one using designer paper. And again, these are the same. I always find that it's easier to make in multiples of 2 or 4. So because when you cut your cardstock, I mean, you've got it like this, you might as well make 2 while you've got everything out, right? Do you agree? Is that what you guys do? So did the same thing with that die. Thanks, Karen. I'm glad to know I'm not alone. The colored ducks are cute. Thanks, Kathleen. They're, like I say, they're not perfection. I think if I tried that again, I would probably stamp in black and use the blends on them. It might be easier to color. This one, again, I used the same die that I did here. Kind of the same idea. Designer paper from the, I know which set. It's from this one that I happen to have right here, which is Rings of Love, and that is a Sale-A-Bration paper. And what this lady did was she put a layer halfway, and it's cut out with the deckled rectangles, and a layer of soft suede is in behind here. And I didn't stamp on the inside of those. I quite often don't, because I write quite a bit on my birthday cards when I send them. And I used, well, these are the deckled rectangles, as some of you have already got them, but you've probably seen. And these are the circle ones that I used for this. So great possibilities with this set. And again, it's only while supplies last, and it is only until the end of August. These embellishments are the rustic metallic, so they are all one color, but they do come in the different sizes. So I used a little bit of the different sizes there. And I thought I used, nope, I guess I didn't. This one, you'll notice I didn't put any kind of words. I did a little bit more stamping, but could be used for almost anything. So there are some cards to give you an idea of what you can make with that particular set. And last but not least, as always, I'm going to show you a few cards that I've received, a couple I've received, and some from our class today. I received this one with the hexagons, and isn't this neat? She's got the cutout stamped in there, and that was from Kathleen. Thank you, Kathleen. You're on here. Really appreciate getting it and your kind words. And she also included the cutouts in here. So another great way to, and look at the back of the envelope. Great ideas, Kathleen. Thank you. This one is one that we did last week in our Friday Zoom with Friends class, and it is made to stand up. And we've had what else is really neat with this class on Fridays is that at the end of it we do what we call a share, and I spotlight everybody so they can show the cards they've made. And Bonnie, who's on here as well, was making one for a lady who's turning 100 shortly this month. She put the 100 on it, and she was telling us today that she actually took a picture of it standing up to include so that the lady would know how to make it stand up. And I thought that was a great hint for any of us sending these out. You wonder, are they going to know what to do with it? How's it going to work? So, good idea, Bonnie. And then the only other, that's pretty well the mail I got. More swap cards will be coming, I'm sure, somewhere along the line. The other ones I want to share are the Christmas card ones we did today. This is just using the Boughs of Happiness paper and a greeting, and the ribbon. I took the one that I stamped. This ribbon can be stamped on, and it turned out really well. A couple of us did try that today. This one is using old designer paper and heat embossing that we all love. And this one is in using the Santa's Express paper fussy cut, along with this sending die that has the bubble behind, and vellum. The vellum is from a package that comes already cut, so it's just in pieces like that. You don't have to cut a lot of it, so that was kind of neat. And we also included a piece of the designer paper in there. So those are our Christmas cards. So, questions? Kathleen enjoyed. Okay, anything urgent in the comments? Don't see anything that's got a big question mark on it. Actually, that will be something for the future. If you do have a burning question, if you put a Q in front of it, I can quickly scroll through and find those and answer you there. But for now, I'm going to do the draw for this card, which we made last week. So as I said, everybody who comments, whether you're on my Facebook business page, my Facebook VIP page, or my YouTube page, your name has gone into a draw. And I am going to take a couple minutes here to do this, and we will see who's going to win it. Sonia S. Congratulations. Send me your, message me your address, and I will get that to you as soon as possible. And here we are back here so that I can talk to you for a minute. There, look at that. I was able to do it without losing you all. So thank you again for joining me. Questions, you know how to find me. Any comments, concerns, let me know. Any type of card, whether it's a fun fold, whether it's just with certain colors, or if you're having trouble with certain colors, let me know and I'll try and see what I can come up with for you, because I'm always looking for ideas to use each and every time. So until next week, or tomorrow if I'm going to see you tomorrow, take care and keep having fun crafting. It's a great, great hobby.